God bless you. A record of a dream again, waking up this morning at about 1:45 a.m. I was in a field. There were houses. It was a small town. The sky became dark, and then all of a sudden there were these huge explosions that would lighten the entire sky on one end. And everyone got in a car, and we tried to escape the great wind that was blowing the car this way and then that way, and then all in a circle. We finally made it out of the car, and we made it into a house, and there were dogs of many kinds, heavyweight dogs, like a shelter where they were saving dogs. And then I knew that we had to get in to find shelter because the great winds were coming. And we knew, and we could see the funnel clouds outside. And I heard the Lord say, get the shelter, get the shelter, get to shelter, because the great storms are coming, the great wind is coming. Get yourself prepared. Get what you can. Get supplies underground in a place that I tell you to, because the great winds are coming, and all things will be blown away. Everything will be blown away. If you don't have an under the ground shelter, then I will show you where to have shelter where you are. But prepare, because the great winds are coming. My great winds are coming. My great winds are coming, and they will come suddenly, when you least expect it. And they will take everything out with them, except you prepare, and you ask me where to be, what to do, what to keep. So when the great winds have passed, you will have food, you will have something left. Because the great winds are coming. The great winds are coming. And I saw God's revelation to Elijah. Then he said, go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and a strong wind tore into the mountains and broke the rocks into pieces before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind was an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. But the great winds are coming. Prepare. They are coming. They are coming. Judgment is coming. Judgment is coming. Prepare. Because not much time is here. Not much time. And suddenly a great wind came from across the wilderness and struck the four corners of the house, and it fell on the young people, and they are dead, and I alone have escaped to tell you. Job 1, verse 19. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, on the day of all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Genesis 7:11. The great wind is coming. The great wind is coming. A man will be as a hiding place from the wind and cover from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Isaiah 32:2. Say to those who plaster it with untempered mortar that it will fall. There will be flooding rain, and you, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall tear it down. Ezekiel 13:11. The great winds are coming. The great winds are coming. The great explosions, the great winds, the great tornadoes, prepare. Thank you, Lord. Daniel spoke, saying, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven were stirring up the great sea. Daniel 7:2. And the great winds are coming. The great winds are coming. Winds like you have never seen before on the entire planet. Winds that will blow everything in its path away. The great winds are coming. The great winds are coming. They're coming. They're coming. The great winds are coming.